Hi guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Dr. Lynda Cramer, and today I'm talking about when do angels cry. So let's start this off. We've got to first understand angels are totally different beings to what we are. We are a soul that comes back here every now and again, reincarnates, has past lives, present lives, future lives, where we are in that constant learning regime. We come here to Earth in order to learn lessons and to be a part of what we call a life contract. Yes? Okay? So when we talk about angels, these are those miraculous, fantastic beings who don't have to do what we go through. They have so much knowledge and I can't say experience because they are all knowing entities, that they are eternity and therefore they are a constant. Human souls are not a constant. We can become a dog to learn how to be generous. We can learn how to be a bird in order to have what we call freedom. Then we become a human in order to learn kindness to those other animals. So we learn lessons not just to afford ourselves the opportunity of growth, but we are also put into places where we afford others those lessons as well, so they learn their lessons by intermingling with us. And that's why people, animals, homes, work situations, we are always on a constant learning curve through the constant change that occurs with energy. So when we look at our lives, we may have someone come into our life. You know, I've been married twice, so let's just go there. My first husband had to come into my life because I learnt valuable lessons while being with him. Once those lessons were learnt, he was no longer relevant in my existence as Lynda. So we had to go our separate ways so then I could get into my second relationship, whereby I learnt totally different experiences in that one. Because look at what happened. I ended up dying, having an NDE, and now I talk about heaven and angels all the time, right? How to love each other. So when we talk about what angels are, they fully comprehend the eternity and the entirety of time. So when they see what we're going through and they see our struggles and they see our pains, our hurts, our high five days, and those days when we're so well down in that pit of despair, do they cry for us? And the answer is never. They don't cry for us because they know that unless we go down into that deep, deep well of despair, how do we ever learn our life lessons that we contracted ourselves for? Imagine someone who had to learn generosity. Now we say generosity is money, right? But generosity is a rich man giving out $5 notes. Dum, 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 here, there, everywhere. But that's not generosity. That's just being able to afford to do that. But let's go on to the flip side. How do we learn generosity when we've got no money to our own? How about we are then that homeless person sitting on the street corner, holding out a can, saying to that rich guy, can you afford a few dollars? How much value do we appreciate in that couple of dollars that someone spares us? That is when we truly learn generosity, yes? And generosity can also be in time. I'm generous with my time. I'm generous with my happiness and my thoughts to others. I'm generous with the food I create for others. So there's a lot of things that we can put generosity into the category of, where it's not just about money, okay? So that's when we look at ourselves and we say, do the angels cry for us? No, because they understand that we have to go through all this hardship. And I'm going to be honest with you, how crazy is life at this point? Oh my God, what the heck possessed me to sign up to be here right now during all this stuff? But guess what? I did sign up to be here, and I did sign up for the decisions I've made over the past 3 years. And in that respect is where I sit back in perspective and I say to myself, not everyone made the same decision as me. Not everyone could afford the money, the time, everything else in life. Society dictates to us. But there was situations that we all had differently because every single person is unique here. And that's that constant change that I was talking about before. So when the angels look at us going through our hardships, they're not going to intervene, because unless we go through that hardship, how do we learn the lesson that we've assigned ourselves for to be here right now at this time? We don't get judged by them. The only person who judges us is ourselves. So when I stood in front of these three, when I was doing my life review, and I was standing there in front of them, I heard them say, we are not here to judge. And I knew it. I was there to judge myself. So when we look at our life lessons and our life contracts, we did sign up to be here right now. 8 billion of us right now. Okay? Whether I'm inhabiting other entities on this planet at the same time, I don't know, because time does not exist. My soul could be you. If you've watched my other videos where we can reincarnate as anyone at the same period of time, because time does not exist. So angels, would they ever cry for us? The answer is no. They look at us with that hope, that trust, and that belief that we are going to learn the lesson that we assign for ourselves. And then we ascend ourselves into a higher state of consciousness. So we do end up being like an ascended master level, like Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, and all the rest of them. They were men born on this, or females too. Mother Teresa, Princess Diana, they were all there. Look how many people now want Princess Diana to be get a sainthood to her name because of all the good stuff that she did. So we can't ever judge or accuse or even ask why we're here and what we're going through. The main question that we ask ourselves is, what do I think could be the lesson that I've got to learn during this experience? So when we sit back at night and we think about all the crud that we're going through, and you're sitting there, angels, knock, 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 is this thing on? Are you listening to me? Where are you? I'm here. I need your help. Come in, I need your help. They're not going to come in. They're not going to save us. They make us save ourselves. They put us into those perfect opportunities where magic happens. They put us into those synchronicities where magical people come into our lives to teach us a lesson or to care for us. But they don't generally come down. Now, from a person, because I have seen angels a few times in my life, the wings, I've had witnesses in my last house. We all saw an angel in my house. So they do exist because I've witnessed them. But at the end of the day, they give us the hope to be like them. So when you're going through this big eruption of turmoil, oh my God, why the heck did I sign up for this type situation? Ask yourself, should I just lie down and cry and expect to be a victim where everybody else looks after me? Or what would an angel do? Pick yourself up, get dressed, do your damnedest to get through it. That's what I do, because I try and I strive to be angelic. And hopefully you guys get that way too. So that's enough from me today. Love yous all. Talk soon. Ciao for now. Bye.